For primary dentition, we're going to be going from the alphabet lettering. We're going to be starting on the upper right with A, and we'll follow along to the upper left with J. We'll drop down and go to K, and we'll follow along that alphabet to T. So we're going to be ending in T with 20 deciduous teeth. I printed out this sheet and color coordinated it, hoping it'll help me. Okay, so for the permanent dentition, I always start on the upper right at 1, and then I'll go all the way across, counting up all the way to 16 on the upper left, and then I drop down to the lower left, and I count. For the primary eruption schedule, you'll be labeling 1 through 10, and then you'll label it this way, starting with the mandibular and ending with the maxillary. If you notice, I do have a little pattern to this. With the permanent eruption schedule, we're starting with the maxillary and mandibular first molars, which is starting at age 6, so we'll label it 6. And then second, number 1 would be the central incisors, followed by the lateral incisors, followed by the premolars, 4 and 5, and 3 would be the canine, and 7 is the second molar, and 8 would be the third molar. Same thing on the mandibular, except the canine actually comes after the lateral incisor. And then you would fit the premolars, followed by the second molar and the third. Now we'll start grouping them together by age groups. So you'll see here, first I'm just going to draw my shapes and get them all grouped together. Some are separately, individually grouped, and I do those in a different color as well. You'll see I make sort of a 7 shape with the premolars, and then here with these canines, premolar, and the second molar, I make an L shape, and then the second molar on the maxillary comes in on its own, followed by the thirds, which come in together. The maxillary and mandibular first molars and central incisor, those are going to be starting at age 6, and we'll go from there. We're going to label 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then that one is still 17 to 21 years old. I'm able to remember the 17 to 21 years old because that's kind of the highest age that we're going to be getting any teeth. Now for the age range, we're going to go and add 1 to every single age range. And then we're going to remember these 3 numbers, which is going to be 5, 4, and 7. 5 will represent the maxillary second premolar, and 4 will represent the mandibular first premolar, and 7 would be the mandibular second molar. We're going to add 2 years to these age ranges because these ones take a little bit longer to cook.